Madam Deputy Speaker, we have been told that Brexit means Brexit, that the government will secure the best possible deal, that there will be a red, white and blue Brexit, and lastly that we will become a global Britain, each one as enlightening as its predecessor. We do have some expert information. I know we're not allowed to listen to experts. No, he's not in his place, possibly engaged in some more lucrative activity. We're not allowed to listen to experts, but there is expert information available from the document Scotland's place in Europe and from this document, Securing Wales's Future, Sicrhau Dyfodol Cymru in Europe, agreed between the government in Wales and the main opposition party, that is my own party. And careful study of these documents will yield some interesting facts, which I will refer to now. I mean, the most obvious one for me in Wales is that the estimate is that we will lose £680 million every year. And I pressed the previous Prime Minister, David Cameron, several times to give me a guarantee that that sum would be made up in future. Pressed him several times on that particular issue, and of course he gave me no such guarantee. So we are looking down the barrel of a gun at losing £680 million every year. What does our exit from the EU mean for Wales? Well, for people in poor constituencies, including my own, communities so poor, in fact, that we qualify for European cohesion funding, otherwise largely made available to former communist regions of Eastern Europe. And that's how low the economy of Wales has got to under the Union of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. We do have EU cohesion funding, and we're very glad of it. But it's a poor substitute for a proper UK regional policy, a proper UK regional policy rather than the default position of favouring one region above all others, that is, favouring the South East. Leaving the EU does not mean going back to some comfortable status quo ante, and when we do eventually leave the EU, we will be insisting that this government or any future government adopts a proper regional policy. What does the exit mean for other sectors in Wales, such as manufacturing, agriculture, our universities, including my own university in Bangor, which benefits greatly from the European Union and which has very strong links across the Irish Sea to universities in Ireland? What about worker protection? What about environmental protection? But what about the future of multiculturalism and multilingualism in this state? All these questions are extremely important to us. What does it mean for democratic accountability within these islands and for the constitutional settlement? Because leaving the EU is not just a matter of leaving the EU, it has profound implications for the constitutional setup in the United Kingdom itself. I'm sure the government realises this. They are dealing not only with the hugely complex matter of leaving the EU, but also risking the severest possible implications for the continuation of the UK as it is. For these reasons alone, we should have the fullest possible debate. And I say that all this particularly to people who voted sincerely in good faith to leave the EU, thinking it was a straightforward matter, assured by the experts that it was simply a matter of pulling the plug, that it would all be decided very quickly and on the basis of a very attractive leaving prospectus. I'm not going to refer this evening to the promises made, not least the £350 million per week for the NHS. These are matters for detailed debates, but I would refer the House to my new clauses 58 to 75, which deal with some of the promises made by the other side, and I look forward to experts' responses from the other side explaining how those promises are not to be fulfilled. But to those good people who think that it's all done and dusted, I have to say this is going to be a marathon and not a dash. Now, since the 24th of June 2016, we in Plaid Cymru have been clear and consistent in our approach as to the preferred model for a United Kingdom outside the European Union. And our concern is Wales's national interest, of course. And that means prioritising the economy. That means ensuring full and unfettered access to our important European markets. For no matter how many special relationships the Prime Minister scrapes with other countries or bespoke deals that she eventually strikes, we will, I fear, not enjoy the same levels of free trade if we leave the EU single market. We already know that uncertainty means businesses are pulling out of investing in Wales. and that confidence is low, we cannot afford the luxury of time. We know that Canada's deal took 10 years. We know that TTIP is in trouble. We cannot afford the luxury of time waiting for a World Trade Organization deal to be struck, because that will be far from unproblematic. 200,000 jobs in Wales are supported by our trade with the single market. 90% of our food and drink exports go to the EU partners. I will finish on this point. If our agricultural sector, which is the backbone of rural Wales, is threatened in this way, what future is there for us, and what future is there, if I may say so, for my culture and my language? I will ask one question, and it is a rhetorical one, but I look forward to an answer from across the way at some point, or perhaps from the front bench over here. And it's a very short and simple one. How much lamb can we possibly hope to sell to New Zealand?